Hey guys, in this video, I'll be showing you a few different ways you can help to brand your Shopify store to look professional. I'm going to be covering different sections in your Shopify store that you can customize. You can follow these branding tips whether you have a clothing or cosmetics business or also a business in another niche. Also, I know a lot of you guys may be brand new to using Shopify. Before you commit to a long-term Shopify plan, I have a way that you guys can get an extended Shopify trial plan before you commit just yet to a long-term plan. I'm going to link my Shopify sign up link in the description box so that you can get your first 3 months on Shopify for just $1 a month, so you can enjoy setting up your store and learning the platform. Let's hop straight into this video. The first branding tip would be to customize the fonts and typography inside your website. Shopify allows you to customize the different heading fonts and subheading fonts within your website, and I'm going to show you where and how you can customize those font settings to tie in with your brand. On Shopify, you'll want to open up your website and you want to open the theme settings section. This is where you can customize different settings in your website, including your typography settings. I'm going to click on the typography dropdown and it should show you the font settings that you can customize. So you can customize the font for the headings, which will be like the larger text in your website. I'm going to click on this and you can select from their selection of fonts. They have sans and serif fonts, as well as script fonts and more. I'm going to select one of these fonts. After you select a font, depending on the font, you may or may not see a few different options to put the font in bold, extra bold, or even light. That can help to change the different main heading fonts in your website. I have my heading font set to Cormorant. You can also adjust the font scale size if you would like the overall heading fonts to be a little bit larger than the default in your website. So I'm going to scale this one up to 110%, and it just increased the size of those heading fonts. Then you can customize the body fonts in your website. Currently mine is set to Assistant. I'm going to click on this icon and you should be able to apply a different font if you would like. Feel free to play around with different fonts to see which one matches your brand the best. Also, if you like this website you see here, this is one of my Shopify themes. I'm going to link this theme in the description box below. I also have a line of other types of Shopify themes for in case you would like to save the time from creating and designing your website completely from scratch. Using a Shopify theme can help you to build your website and have a professional look and layout to display your different collections, your services, and more, without you having to spend a ton of time. If you're not too familiar with Shopify themes, the template will arrive in a zip file format, and when you open Shopify, then go to your homepage, you'll be able to upload that website theme straight into your store, and you can publish it and begin editing it and adding your products. Most of my Shopify templates are template bundles, so they do include an installation guide with instructions and screenshots to show you how to install the Shopify theme. I have a wide variety of Shopify templates for different types of business niches, including skincare, dropshipping, and even coaching businesses. My theme bundles also include additional templates like web banner templates, logo templates, and more. If you're looking to save the time from having to design and lay out your website from scratch, you can grab one of my Shopify themes from my website, which I will link in the description box below. The next branding tip would be to find an inspo color palette online and use that to help you create the color palette for your website. I'm going to show you how to do this. So inside my website, I've clicked theme settings and I'm going to open colors, and this is where you can manage your different color palettes, and you can also create a new color palette. I'm going to click add scheme, and here this is added color scheme 6. I'm going to show you a way that you can customize this into a color palette that you like. I've opened up Pinterest, and you can use Pinterest to help you find a color palette for your business. You can just search for a color palette style using the search bar, and then you can take a look at the different color palettes. So here are some lighter neutral color palettes. Here is a color palette with a few sort of pinkish shades. And here is a color palette with some darker neutral shades. By the way, I know branding your website can take some time, but also just keeping your brand's graphics cohesive in general can take a lot of time, especially in the long run when you're creating a ton of social media graphics. I do have a line of business branding kits. These include hundreds of editable templates, like pre-branded logo template, Instagram post template, thank you card templates, and more for your brand. I'm going to link my branding kits in the description box below so that you can save time from creating all of your business graphics from scratch. Once you found a color palette that you like, you want to be sure to find a color palette that has color codes. For example, this should be a color hex code. So for me to add this color to the website, you want to take a look at that color code, and you're going to add that color code to the color palette in Shopify. Here on Shopify, I still have that brand new color scheme pulled up. So for the background, I'm basically gonna paste in that color hex code that I found from Pinterest. And it's basically gonna add that shade of brown that I found on the Pinterest color board. You can also choose if you would like to do this with other colors from the palette. Then you'll want to click on a section in your Shopify website. And for the color scheme, you'll want to apply that brand new color scheme that you just created. And here's how that section appears with a new color scheme added. This can be a great method for creating a color palette if you don't have any color scheme ideas in mind. The next Shopify branding tip would be to customize the different button labels inside your website. Your button labels are going to be like those clickable call to actions that can direct customers to other pages in your website. To customize the button label settings, you want to open Theme Settings. Then you're going to click the Buttons drop-down, and this is going to allow you to customize the appearance of the buttons. For example, you can make the border around the buttons thicker. Here's what the new button label looks like. You can reduce the opacity of the border around the button labels, and you can also adjust the corner radius for in case you would like more rounded button labels on your website. Then you can also adjust if you would like a shadow applied to the button labels. So you can make these shadows more opaque. Then you can also adjust the horizontal offset to make the shadow appear further away from the button label. Then you can adjust the vertical offset of the shadow effect. And you can also increase or reduce the blur amount that's on the shadow as well. And that is a way that you can customize the button labels inside your Shopify website. And also for any users that are brand new to Shopify, I know it can feel a little overwhelming figuring out the dashboard, setting up your store, and also making sure that your products are optimized to sell. I do have a new seller's guide, which is a step-by-step beginner's ebook made to walk you through the Shopify dashboard. The guide includes a launch checklist to help keep you on track, a mini store setup guide, tips for customizing your theme and branding your website, and includes a Shopify app guide overview and product optimization tips, so that your store isn't just live, but it's ready to be discovered by customers. I'll link the guide below for you guys so that you can grab your copy. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you are interested in this Shopify template, I will have this link in my description box below. And I also have a wide variety of other types of Shopify templates designed for clothing, apparel, beauty, and many other types of businesses. If you're not too familiar with Shopify theme templates, after your order, you're going to receive it in a theme zip file format. And here on Shopify, you'll have the option to install that theme zip file straight into your store. You'll be able to edit the sections, and you'll be able to add your pictures and products. Most of my Shopify themes are template bundles, so they do include other templates like logo templates, banner templates, and more. Those will be linked in my description box below. Thank you all so much for watching.